Dalam Masterverse 2022.
Good morning, Sawadika. Good morning from Jakarta. Professor Bundit Apurn, President Chulalongkorn University, Professor Willard Puriwat, Dean of the Business School, colleagues and friends. It is my pleasure to have this opportunity to speak to you all on integrating the SDGs in business management, preparing business for the future. Let me share with you my slides regarding this topic. Yes, so why SDGs is important for businesses? So basically for two reasons. One is businesses need to mainstream the sustainability principles into their processes as well as decisions and practices. Second reason is that the next generation of business leaders need not only look for profit or profit-oriented motives, but also need to tackle and contribute also the social and environmental challenges of our days. This requires certainly many shifts in business practices and models, including moving towards carbon neutral, climate-friendly processes, and undertaking climate mitigation strategies, also move to social entrepreneurship and adopt the inclusive business practices, as well as investing for impact and investing for sustainable development. This shift is actually already happening with businesses increasingly realigning their practices with SDGs, but we need to scale this further or accelerate this further. So the pace of this transformation needs to be quickened to accelerate further, and also due to this COVID-19 pandemic, this climate change challenges, that's why this urgency. How is ESCAP shaping or contributing to all these processes of business transformation? ESCAP is influencing the realignment of businesses towards SDG priority areas, especially in our region, Asia Pacific. We engage government as well as businesses. Our focus is on strengthening the enabling role of governments in promoting inclusive and sustainable businesses through policy advice, capacity building initiatives, analytical outputs, research, and practitioner networks. We also focus on steering businesses towards inclusive business models. So we hope to also encourage the so-called the Green Deal or the New Green Deal through creation of business network, sharing, dissemination, especially on the best practices in the region. Let me now provide three concrete examples of our work. The first one is related to trade, actually trade value chain, which how we can forge further, scale up further, move faster towards climate smart trade. Again, the rationale is, or the background, our region, Thailand is in our region, right, in Asia Pacific. So our region contributes the most to this climate change problem. We contribute, our region, in total contribute more than half of the greenhouse gas emission, as well as the increase, Since 1990, our region contribution to this greenhouse gas emission actually more than doubled in our region compared to the rest of the world. So therefore, solution-wise, contribution-wise, we need to do more from our region. So in this regard, we just launched end of last year, Asia Pacific Trade and Investment Report. So I encourage you to look into the details because it highlights the environmental cost of rapid trade and investment growth in the region. So it not only highlights the problem, but more importantly, it also highlights the scope, the opportunities, the potential to make trade and investment more climate smart. So these are a few of the numbers, that show this cascading meaning elevating, increasing risk due to climate change, which compounded the disaster-related risks. This also another chart, another number that shows the greenhouse gas emission by index, that's showing compared to the rest of the world or even the world total that we contributed more than world average. Likewise, also, we still, our region, our member state, countries in the region, businesses still rely heavily on the carbon-intensive fossil fuel in terms of trade meaning export and import, in terms of investment, in terms of many of our also investment, economic as well as business activities. Actually, energy-wise is still supported by carbon-intensive fossil fuel. So these are the challenges. But again, as I mentioned earlier, the scope is huge, the potential is huge for us to shift, to transfer, to transition to a more climate smart, actually, economy, investment, as well as trade. So just to again give you a follow-up example in terms of four sectors that plays key roles in this regard, the transition to a more climate smart trade, climate smart investment and business, which are the energy sector, which is, I think is obvious, industrial sector, certain industry, which are very energy intensive, using a lot of fossil fuel in their energy mix, such as industries such as iron, steel, cement. Likewise, also in the transportation sector, vehicle, including public transportation, in which in our region, of course, the shift is started, but not yet fast enough. And also the construction sector, in which, again, the promotion of greening the buildings is becoming a key in also decarbonization strategies, especially in our region. So therefore, what are the roles of the various stakeholders? Again, government plays a key role because governments can or should create this enabling environment meaning policies, commitments, and also giving the proper incentives, incentivize the investment towards low carbon technology, as well as working with all stakeholders, because of course it's not only for the government. Again, the key is how the initiative by the businesses, corporate leaders, as well as the actions to follow will be very much key in achieving or shifting to a more climate friendly investment and business. So therefore, several concrete actions that need to be taken, but I'm sure all of you in the business sector, including business school, have been facilitating this, but just to reiterate again, several of the initiatives, actions that need to be further accelerated: sustainability reporting and emission disclosure, internal carbon pricing, meaning pricing, carbon pricing, net zero commitment and target setting, digitalization of trade, contactless trade, shifting to environment-friendly products and technology. So these are the huge potential, right, in terms of new products, environment-friendly products, as well as the development of the technology itself, green production, as well as the delivery processes, meaning including the logistics and so on. Including, again, the huge potential as well is in the financial sector, in which a financial sector can play a strategic role by integrating the overall impact and risk from financing activity in its financing decision, developing sustainable financing solution to enable or to support, to accelerate this low carbon transition or transformation. Let me now go to the second example, which is in which we supported stakeholder member state meaning countries in ESCAP region, Asia Pacific region, which is in promoting the so-called inclusive business and business innovation. Again, if you remember, nowadays the transition is not the business as usual, but how to shift to more inclusive business, more impactful investment. So therefore, which is the leading agents are the entrepreneurs and startups, right? And many are coming up in our region, not only in Thailand, my country, Indonesia, Bangladesh, India, many countries in our region, they have entrepreneurs, startups which provide innovative technology solution that can play also role in mitigating the climate action as well as all these strategies, including again, since the pandemic COVID-19, we see many innovative solutions with regard to health as well as education, e-health, e-education, especially e-health, telemedicine, and all that. I think is coming, and developing fastly in many countries in our region. So this is not also again, innovation, creativity, not only in the advanced countries, already permeates in many countries in our region. So what we've been doing in this regard is we've been supporting governments, several governments. I can give you one or two examples, a bit later, in which again, because what is important is also the regulatory framework and policies for businesses to thrive, to be able to develop, to be able to make further investment, to be able to scale up. They need the environment, the business environment, business friendly, but at the same time, also the kind of environment that incentivizes the businesses, the investor to invest in the environmental friendly sector or initiatives. So let me give you just quickly two examples, concrete example that we've been assisting in this regard to countries through their governments. One is Cambodia, the other one is Bangladesh. In Cambodia, we supported the development of the Cambodian Sustainable Finance Initiative. In Bangladesh, we've been supporting the so-called Startup Bangladesh, which is flagship. Flagship meaning what is quite national initiatives. I mean national level initiative on venture capital fund. So and furthermore, this developed further, right, in Cambodia. So therefore, various startup, various initiatives then coming into creation. For example, concrete one is the She Investment, in which comprises of women-led businesses in Cambodia. One of the issue is this women business lack financial records. This is quite something simple, if you are in the already formal sector business, this is not an issue. But imagine SMEs, informal sector, they do not have proper record keeping, right? If they do it manually, it's just out of hand. Now with the apps, your mobile phone, but the issue is how to do it, Then you need all these women entrepreneurs need to be trained in a fast way. Right, so we are supporting this, So many women-led business Cambodia, and then we were being trained, to be able to use apps, this mobile phone, to keep track on the financial transaction, so proper financial record, something simple but with huge impact, And then the other one is also a concrete example, the so-called iFarmer or eFarmer, iFarmer, this is a digital agricultural lending platform linking urban farm investor to rural women farmers. So always the case is, this linkage between urban and rural, the production, agriculture, and so on in the rural area. But again, this is the highlight of women, rural women farmers, Bangladesh, and how to bridge that, in the marketing of their produce product in the urban sector, The investor is in the urban area, but the issue is how to link that with this digital platform. Digital applications is becoming much easier. Again, this is being facilitated. So these are two examples, concrete examples from the second example. Now let me give you the last example, the third example, which is in terms of network, is not only one area of particular business or entrepreneurs, but this is the network. Again, this is network, but Asia Pacific, not at the country level, because of course UN has this global compact, which is at the country level. But what ESCAP is facilitating is the network for Asia Pacific, so the whole Asia Pacific in terms of the sustainable business network. So not only business network, but sustainable business network, because we would like to facilitate, we would like to encourage more businesses also to contribute to this sustainable development. Again, the rationale is, or the background is, so many businesses, many entrepreneurs, many investors in different parts, of the region, in different countries, they have this initiative, right? But then how for them also to learn from their peers, from their friends, from their business, other businesses, in other countries. Maybe one or two, there are good ideas, right? The Cambodian example, good ideas for maybe for, I don't know, for Indonesia, or for Laos, for and so on, So therefore, we facilitate this process. We facilitate this networking, through this ESBN or ESCAP Sustainable Business Network. And we are encouraging, we are preparing, we are, let's say, also working with several business leaders. This is for this year. We hope to come up with a so-called Green Deal. This is Asia Pacific, not for a particular country, to bring together these businesses with the elements of green energy, with the elements of green infrastructure and logistics, green finance, green innovation, green waste. Don't forget, waste management is so important. I highlighted the other is, I think, quite clear, but green waste, green waste is so important, even more so now with pandemic. This waste, this because of the pandemic, mass, plastic, and so on is increasing, it's not decreasing. So how to tackle this through circular economy, but at the same time also, while tackling the waste issue, but at the same time also how to create, a business opportunity, not for the business sake, but employment opportunities, especially for the SMEs, for people that need jobs, if you see it in the region, I'm sure you know a lot, about Thailand, but in countries across the region, like Indonesia, like Bangladesh, Pakistan, India, many, young people, they need work, employment, but how, right? With the pandemic and so on. So this is one of the opportunity, waste. From waste, we thought waste, oh my God, waste is just, it's not useful. No, if you could then generate this opportunity, it will create employment, it will help a lot, And in last few pages, of my presentation here, so therefore, again, I mentioned earlier, Asia Pacific Business Forum this year, we will strive to adopt the Green New Deal for businesses in our region, not at the country level. So therefore, again, hopefully it will motivate, incentivize, and accelerate, business leaders to again go in the direction of the more climate friendly businesses and investment, as well as the social entrepreneurship, impact investment, and more inclusive business. So therefore, what is required for future businesses? So I take this also into the direction towards the future, for future businesses, because we do not want this only on one time off. We do not want that. That is only the event to motivate further, to scale up further, but we hope that it can be sustained. So therefore, what is required for future businesses first is to be sensitive to these issues, and put them into the strategy operation. Integrate the concept, again, what I mentioned earlier, the green energy and all that, right, into the business model, and then put it into concrete initiatives, as well as work with other businesses, not only within your own country, but work with other businesses across the region. Now with this online, virtual is easier. We don't have to face it in person. Of course, it will be good, but we may as well exchange, through virtual or online modalities. So therefore, this good knowledge, good experience can be shared, can be scaled up in a fast manner. So let me conclude again. Basically, I encourage all of you. All of you are business leaders, or if students, then all of you are future business leaders. And I hope not only in Thailand, I'm sure many of you will also be business leaders globally or regionally, Asia Pacific. And again, let's scale up this mainstreaming of the sustainable development goals. Again, the 3 pillars, not only economic, not only profit, but please pay good care, also initiative, also to take care of the people, as well as to take care of the planet. So these 3 pillars, people, not only profit, but also people and planet. Mainstream, put that into your management, into your operation framework. And again, last but not least, reiterate again the important point of learn from each other. But our point is, ESCAP point is learn also from other businesses in the region. And we stand ready to partner with you within the ESBN, the ESCAP Sustainable Business Network. Again, I congratulate Chulalongkorn University for your excellent initiative, Chulalongkorn Metaverse 2022. Thank you very much, and success to you all. Thank you very much.